Welcome to our workshop. What to do during COVID-19 lockdown when we are all at home and we don't have the studios available to go and practice, and we are all stuck at home and we don't know what to do. So we can actually connect with each other through the Zoom or different social media live streaming. And so I would like us to go through some breathing exercises to bring balance to our nervous system, but also to enhance the respiratory system. So we are going to practice some breathing, which is, of course, the main part of mindfulness and meditation and also yoga practice. So we want to stay mindful in order to be calm. And by being mindful, we are becoming aware of our breath to begin with. And then we go into different stages of mindfulness. We can become aware of our body, become aware of our movement. This is where the Yogalates comes, and then we're gonna practice the awareness of the body. So I don't know if you have had experience before with the mindfulness. Did you have guys experience with the mindfulness? Mm-hmm. Okay, so there are different forms of mindfulness, as I mentioned before. You can focus your mind on different things. We are going to focus on breathing and body. You can also focus your mind on thinking. You can label your thoughts whenever you are worrying or you are going through different difficulties in your life. Like now, COVID-19 is a good example for it. So we are anxious. We are aware of what could happen. We are very much in the future, not very much in the present. So we are focusing on the here and now by bringing awareness to what's happening in our head. So we can label our thoughts, repeating mentally, for instance, worrying, worrying, worrying. So we are acknowledging what's happening. And then as we acknowledge, we let it go. So for now, we are going to start from the comfortable seated position. You can take a cross-leg position or you can have your legs extended forward. You can bring hands underneath your glutes, flesh your glutes out of your seat bones and shake your body from side to side. Can you guys hear me clearly? Okay, lovely. Okay. So you can close your eyes as you are in this motion. And just allowing the crown of the head reach up to the sky as the seat bones are sinking down to the earth. And keep moving your body from side to side. It's like the effortless motion. You want to let go of any stress in your neck, in your shoulders, in your elbows, wrists, fingers. And take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and release the emotion. Find stillness. You can keep your eyes closed. And just allowing yourself for experience of being here and now in your space, in the comfort of your home. Listening to my words and following them if you wish. Become aware of the surface underneath your buttocks, feeling the temperature of the surface in contact with your lower body. Feeling the texture of the surface in contact with your buttocks. If it's hard, soft surface. Feeling the temperature, your room's temperature, how it feels. and sensing your body's temperature. What's the body's temperature like now? Are you cold, hot? And going up to the head and sensing the crown of your head. What sensation do you find in the crown of your head? Any tingling sensations? Any pulses? Any sensations at all? How is your face? Is it tensed or relaxed? How is your jaw? Is it released? Easy? Are your lips open? Mouth is gently opened to relax the jaw. Are the shoulders softening down and releasing through the gravity? Is the spine lengthening up from the tailbone through your lower back, middle back, upper back, top of the head? We're just reaching up to the sky. How is your body overall? Is it lengthened, settled, relaxed? And how is your breath? Are you aware of your breath in and out? And where is your breath? Noticing where is your breath? Is it in your chest, back of your chest, in your belly, upper belly, middle belly, or lower belly? Where is your breath? And by breathing through our chest, we become a little bit more alert. By breathing through our belly, upper belly, we become more relaxed. The parasympathetic system kicks on, and we become calmer and calmer. So direct your breath down to your belly, the upper belly part. And just notice how it feels as you breathe in and out through your belly. What's the rhythm of your breath? How does it feel like? Is it steady and smoothy, or sharp and steady, long or short, shallow or deep? How is your breath? And to find a steady and smooth breath, we are going to even up the in breath and out breath. We're going to breathe in for the count of 4 and breathe out for the count of 4. And we're going to pause breath in between for the count of 2. In this way, we're going to balance our nervous system. Inhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 1, 2. Exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And continue breathing with this ratio by yourself. Breathing in and out for the count of 4 and pausing in between for the count of 2. Using nostrils breathing. You can also use Ujjayi breath as you are breathing through the back of your throat, and the back of the throat was restricted, creating the ocean sound, and you can continue with the counts. Just noticing how you feel as you breathe in this way. And one more time, in and out. And then rest your breath. Take a moment, relax. Now we are going to calm down the nervous system. So we were balancing with the even breaths in and out. Now we are going to calm down our nervous system to relax it a little bit more. So we are going to extend our out breath a little bit more. We're going to breathe in for the count of 4 and breathe out for the count of 6 or 8. The pause in between, you can keep 2 ratio or 4. I'm going to count it to begin with. Inhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhaling, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And continue breathing in and out by yourself. You can pace yourself as we did together. Breathing in for the count of 4, holding for the count of 4, and breathing out for the count of 8. Or you can reduce the counts and holding for 2 and breathing out for 6. Choose what works for you the best and take a moment, stay with your breath. Do you feel overwhelmed by breathing? Just return back to your normal breath. Or you can just take it easy, just relaxing breath and still counting, but just resting it rather than forcing it. Keeping your face and shoulders relaxed and upper body nice and tall. We're gonna take one more round in and out. And then returning back to your normal breath. Just noticing how you feel without judging, just acknowledging the way you are feeling. You feel tuned in, being within your breath, within your body, being present. Or maybe your mind wanders around, just noticing without judging. And you can do these practices every time when you feel like before your practice, whenever you do in the morning or evening, or you can do it in your bed before going to sleep or just after when you're waking up to bring balance into your nervous system so you can manage any levels of stress if there is any. You can also just treat yourself well, love yourself, giving yourself love and kindness through the breath. And this breath will take us through the journey, on the journey through Yogalates practice. You can open your eyes if they were closed and just become aware of where you are, being mindful of the space you are, maybe see around, notice some particular things about the space you are in, looking up, side, down, and returning back to facing front. So let's interlace fingers. Inhale, reach up through your hands towards the ceiling. Open up your heart. And as you exhale, tilt to one side. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, tilt towards the other side. Inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, release hands down. Gonna tilt to the left side and reaching overhead to your top arm. Releasing shoulders down, looking up and looking down. Keep sit bones rooted to the ground. Looking up, inhale, coming up, spread arms out, and exhale, tilt towards the other side. Release your shoulders down, looking up, keep your sit bones rooted to the floor. Gazing down and gazing up. Coming all the way up. Spread your arms out. We're gonna go to a one side tilt. And then we're gonna go to the other side tilt. Inhale up and exhale, side tilt. And as we go with our side tilts, we're gonna introduce the rotation of our upper body and going all the way around. Drawing circles with our arms. And then we're going to reverse it and go in the opposite direction. Good. Now we tilt to one side. Keep your sit bones rooted to the floor. You can have palm or forearm grounded. When your top hand goes down to the ground, you press down through your hands towards the ground. Curve your back as you wanted to stretch your back and obliques. Inhale, as you exhale, reach all the way to the left diagonal with your hands, relaxing head down. And open top arm and open all the way up your upper body. Inhale and exhale, tilting towards the other side. Keep your sit bones rooted to the ground. Then you release your top hand down to the ground. Press down through both hands. Curve your back. And then you reach away from you with your hands. Inhale, as you exhale, look ahead and reach all the way forward. Take a forward bend. Inhale, exhale, curve spine up, vertebra by vertebra. Rotate shoulders back, place hands behind you. Fingers are pointing towards you. Legs are hip width distance. Inhale, draw navel in towards your back. As you exhale, push hips up, going to inverted tabletop. Finding 90 degrees angle in your legs. Inhale, lowering hips down to the ground. And exhale, pushing hips up to the ceiling. Inhaling down. And exhaling up, so you feel strengthening in your glutes and quads. Now as you push hips up, we're gonna take few pauses as we wanted to reach higher up with our pelvis. Exhale each time you push higher up. You can look ahead to have this neck safe and long. Exhale, pushing hips up. Nice. Then you push hips all the way up, lifting one leg up to the sky. Flex and point your top foot up in the air. Point toes, lower foot down, push hips higher up, and lift the other leg up to the sky. Flex and point your foot up in the air. Point toes, inhale, exhale, lower foot down. Push hips all the way up. Here, you can release head back if you don't have neck conditions. Keep pushing hips up and opening chest up. Strong arms, strong legs, glutes and quads. Inhale, look ahead. And as you exhale, lower hips down. Let's release forearms down on the ground. Inhale, as you exhale, join legs in and reach up with your legs. Bend your knees. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Now we're gonna bend one leg, extend the other leg forward. Reach up with both legs and bend the other leg. So we're paddling here. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. You can introduce the movement of your feet, flexion and extension. So you flex your feet and point. And flex and point. And flex and point. Now we are going to reach up with our legs and go for scissors with legs extended. You go for 2 poses each time as you swap your legs. Inhale up, exhale, scissors. 1, 2. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now you can flex your feet and point. And flex and point. And keep going. Good. Keeping legs extended. Feeling stretch in your hamstrings. Working out your feet. Articulating your ankles. Now we're going to reach up with both legs. You open your hips for 2 poses. Reach up and open and rise. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale up. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale up. You flex your feet and point and flex and point. Twice more, please. Lovely. Now we're gonna join both exercises. You go for scissors. As you reach up with legs, you open hips to the side. Inhale up, exhale, scissors. 1, 2. Inhale up, exhale, open hips. And you continue. You can play with the flexion and extension of your feet. So it's a little bit about the coordination as well, as much as hips and hamstrings opening, core strengthening. Nice. And one more time on each side. Good. Now we are going to reach up with our legs and rolling spine down to the ground. Reach up with your hands towards your ankles. Inhale, exhale, lift head up and roll spine up. Go to forward bend. 3 poses in your fold. Inhale, roll spine up. Exhale, reach up with your legs. 3 poses. 1, 2, 3. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. 1, 2, 3. Inhale up. Exhale, back. 2, 3. I will guide you through variations. As you come up, you lift one leg up. 1, 2, 3. Pulling it towards yourself. Then you take fold for 3 and the other leg towards you. So always 3 pauses as you go to your forward bend and as you come up. So the other variation here will be with your spine lifted. You keep going with single legs rises. One, 2, 3. And the last variation is with shoulder stand. You go up for 3. You release legs down over your head. Roll spine down and go to forward bend for 3. And you continue. You can regress and come back to the previous variation, as well as you can progress and keep going with the variations you are now. Up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Now we're gonna reach up and hold the position. If you are in shoulder stand, support back by your hands. Move your shoulders in, elbows in, reach up through your toes. If you are with your spine grounded, you do exactly the same, just lengthening your legs up. So you choose your variation. Point toes up to the ceiling wherever you are. Now we're gonna join soles of feet together, open hips out as you are in inverted butterfly. Gonna stretch legs out, open your hips, point toes, reach down to the ground, and reach up with your legs to the sky. Join soles of feet together, open your knees, open your hips, stretch legs out, and reach up with your legs to the sky, shoulders stand, and repeat it. Soles of feet together, stretch legs, point toes down, and reach up. And one more time. Lovely. Reaching up. Now you go back to your butterfly with soles of feet joined. Reach up with your legs. Bend. Keep your knees apart. Stretch up and bend. As you stretch up, you open hips. Stretch your legs. Bring legs all the way down. And reach up with your legs. And join soles of feet together. Reach up with your legs. Open hips with legs lengthened. Toes down to the ground. Reach up through your legs. And join soles of feet together. Let's take a moment here with your heels pointing towards your hips. Opening hips out. Breathing in and out. Remember that you can always be with your spine on the floor instead, and in this way you can hold onto your ankles. One way or the other way. So let's extend legs to the side and reach ground through your toes. Keep legs opened, stretched, pointing toes down to the earth. We're gonna walk feet back behind our head to plow pose. So you reach with your feet all the way back behind your head. Try to lengthen the back of your legs. Toes are flexed or pointed if you want to reach farther back. Find a regular breath. Bend one knee and send it on top of your forehead. Point toes up towards the ceiling of this bent leg. Extend leg back to plow pose, and bend the other knee. Rest it on top of your forehead and point toes up to the ceiling. And reach back. Now you're gonna try to bend both knees and rest them on top of your forehead. And if you can, lift toes up to the sky. Keep your knees bent on top of your forehead, heels and toes together. So your inner arches of the feet are joined. You're in the horse pose. We're gonna lower our knees by our ears in elephant ears pose, relaxing knees beside your ears. So those are very balancing and relaxing positions. Shoulder stands, all the inversions. Now we are going to lengthen legs and return back with our spine to the floor. Support lower spine by your hands as you roll it down vertebra by vertebra. As you lower spine down on the ground, lengthen legs up to the sky and place palms beside your body so they are pressing down to the ground. Take a moment here. You can flex and point feet up in the air. I'm gonna lower legs gradually down, palms beside your body or underneath your buttocks. Inhale, exhale, start lowering legs down. You can take it slowly. You can keep flexing and pointing your feet, engaging stomach muscles, and lifting legs up. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. You can also go with single legs rises if this is a better option for you so you don't abuse your lower spine. You can go slower or faster, whatever pace suits you. Try to keep your neck long without rotating it. You can also have your legs bent if this is a better option for you. So just tapping with your foot down and lifting up. So we're basically working on our core strengthening here. Nice, yeah. So you find your way, which works for you. Make sure that your back is grounded as much as it can be grounded. You work with your abdomen strengthening. Next time as you lift your legs up, inhale, exhale, we're gonna lower legs down one by one or together. You can have palms underneath your buttocks. As you lower legs down, you lift chest up and place top of the head on the ground. So we go to fish pose here. You can have palms underneath your buttocks or beside your body. Chest is lifted, top of the head is grounded. Shoulders away from your ears. Elbows beside your body to give you support. Point toes forward. You can stay here or with the next exhale, lift one leg up. Inhale, exhale, lift one leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower leg down. Exhale, lift up the upper leg. Inhale, down. Exhale. So we go with single legs rises in the fish pose if it's suitable for you. You can also bend one leg and extend on the way down, bend on the way up, extend on the way down. You can try to go up and down with both legs rises. This requires strong abdomen, so really engage your abs. Exhale up, inhale down. Actually, you can change the breath, inhale up, exhale down. Now the last progression is going to be with your arms. Gonna lift legs and arms up. Lower legs down and bring arms above your head. Inhale, reach up with legs and arms. Exhale down. You can do it with single legs rises. And you can move your arms front and back, or just keep your hands beside your body and come back to single legs rises. So you find your way, or just keep that progression with legs and arms moving up and down. And the last time you lift your legs up, palms beside your body, maybe lifted as well. And we're gonna release legs down. This time, join soles of feet together. Open knees out, legs in butterfly. Rest hands on top of your inner thighs. Take a moment. Of course, if it's uncomfortable for you, you release your spine down. If you are still okay in fish pose, hold your chest lifted. Now, for longer practitioners, we're gonna take it to bridge and we'll pause, otherwise relax back down. To go to bridge, feet in front of your seat bones, knees are pointing up. Gonna lift hips up, support lower back by your hands. It might be that much that you're gonna go up today with your hips. Now, if you want to take it farther, feet goes towards your shoulders. One hand, both hands by your head, fingers pointing towards your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, press down through your hands and lift your hips up to the sky. There you are in full version of wheel pose. Upward bow. Now your arms are shoulders distance, your legs are hip width distance. You want to lift up on your toes and work your feet slightly towards your hands. You might move your weight front and back, balancing on your hands and feet. If you don't feel comfortable in a wheel pose, you can go to bridge pose with your feet on the floor, hips lifted, and the back of the head grounded. So one way or the other way. So now, guys, you can try to lift one leg up. If you are in bridge pose, you lift one leg up to the sky. If you are in wheel pose, you do exactly the same. You lift one leg up to the sky. Find the center with your supporting leg. Inhale. Exhale. Bend top leg, lower foot down, and reach up with your other leg. Push up through your toes. Lengthen your arms if you are in the wheel pose. Inhale, exhale, lower foot down. One last variation in the wheel pose, you extend your legs forward. Walk your feet away from your hands. Straighten your legs. Join feet together. Press down to the ground through the soles of your feet. Push up to the sky through your hips. Open chest up, relax head down. Inhale, exhale, walk feet towards you and release, position down. Slow release of your head, spine down to the ground. Bring knees to chest, give them a hug, and rock from side to side. How are we doing? Are we good? Lovely. So as you find the center with your legs, gonna open arms in T-shaped letter. Bend your legs 90 degrees angle. You can have palms facing up or down. Point toes away, imprint back to the ground. Inhale, exhale, bring knees to one side. Keep arms grounded and rotate neck in the opposite direction. Inhale, back to the center, and exhale, reverse your spinal twist. So you don't have to go all the way down with your legs to one side. Yes, you can just drag your knees gently to one side. Try to keep your knees together. Good. So your arms are grounded and head rotates in the opposite direction to your legs. Progressions here. As you send legs to one side, you extend top leg. Back to the center. And on the other side, you extend your top leg. Nice. If this is not enough for you, as you go for spinal twist, you extend both legs. Then you bend and extend on the other side. The next variation is with legs fully extended, reaching up and to the side. Inhale up, exhale to the side. So again, you don't have to send your legs all the way to the ground. You can. Of course, it depends on your core and your obliques. Keeping arms rooted to the ground. strong core and obliques workout. Exhale, side. Inhale up. As we go to one side, spinal twist, we're gonna hold the position here. You can, this time you want to release legs on one side. You want to enhance stretch with your hands pressing on top of your top leg. Legs are either extended or bent. You stay with your breath. Feel a nice stretch in your back and obliques. Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to switch direction and send those legs back, bent or extended towards the other side. Inhale, stretch with one hand pressing against the top leg. Rotate leg away from your legs. Reach away with the opposite arm. Feel this nice deep stretch in your back, obliques in your chest. So we worked a lot on our backs, flexibilities, to open up our body and to open up our mind. So those are very uplifting positions to bring the moods and energy up. Gonna bring knees to chest and give them a hug. And you roll from side to side to massage your back. So this is all about mindfulness, mindful practice, being in the body, following what's happening for us, respecting our limits, and being in the moment. Gonna find the center, lifting head up, chin to chest. Gonna take few rolls back and forward. So you tuck chin in, you curl your spine, inhale up and exhale back. Keep your shoulders soft, C shape in your back, feet are lifted off the ground. You start bringing feet to the ground as you want it to come off the ground with your buttocks. So you are going a little bit faster. So you go even onto your feet to forward bend, then you bend your knees and roll back. Forward bend and roll back. As we go to forward bend, let's take a moment here. So you relax your upper body down and you rock from side to side in ragdoll. Releasing hands down to the ground, bend those legs a little bit more and swing your arms from side to side. As you swing your arms, you roll spine up, vertebra by vertebra. And we are coming up to standing position, walking on spot. Just easy movement. Lovely. And we are going to walk to the back of the mat. Legs are hip width distance. You tuck your chin in, draw navel in towards your back, and roll spine down vertebra by vertebra. Easy roll. Relax your head down, move it from side to side. Rest, bend your knees, inhale, exhale, curl spine up, vertebra by vertebra. Rotate shoulders back. Inhale, reach up through your hands to the sky, palms in the prayer. Exhale, palms to your heart center, tuck chin in, And roll spine down, releasing hands down. Bend your knees and roll spine up. Rotate shoulders back, reach up through your hands, inhale. Exhale, go to forward bend. This time, hold onto your ankles with your hands. Move your weight front and back. You okay, Alice? And you're gonna release hands down and walk forward to plank. Going to plank. So either plank or tabletop. So if you are in high plank, your hands are in line with your shoulders. And you move front and back, balancing on your hands and feet. Are you okay, Alice? I cannot hear you because the mic is off. Can you hear me there? Okay. Then you find the center, lower knees down and lower hips down. So you go to cobra, open chest, shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, exhale, pushing up to up dog. So shoulders down, look up, inhale, exhale, back to cobra. Inhale, open up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And as we exhale, we're gonna tuck toes under and push hips up to downward facing dog. Legs are hip width distance. Arms are shoulders distance. Press down through your hands. Move your head from side to side. And take a walk on spot. So you alternate your heels rising. So we're gonna go with the wave here. You can walk feet slightly farther away from your hands. And rise up on your toes. Draw navel in towards your back. Go to plank. You can also go to tabletop instead. And go back to down dog. Exhale. Inhale. Curl your spine. Go to plank or tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Now here in plank, you move your hips from side to side. You can also start detaching hands off the ground, hand by hand, reaching up as you are going to side planks. You can also have one knee down on the floor and then swap. So you have a little bit more support. So you do either full plank or half plank with knee down. Now we're gonna turn onto the right side. Reach up through your left hand, push hips up. So you can have your right knee on the floor. This is one. Variation number 2 is with both legs extended. Reaching overhead through your top arm and reaching up to the sky. Reach overhead. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold your arm over your head. Gaze up. Keep pushing up your hips. Remember that you can have your lower knee on the floor to support. Inhale, exhale, come back to plank. And then swap. Go to your left side. Reach overhead with your top arm and reach up. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Send your arm over your head. Push hips up. And send hands down to plank or tabletop. Take a moment here. Move with on your toes, front and back. Now move with your hips up and down. Keep shoulders away from your ears. I'm gonna go to up dog. Moving hips gently from side to side. And find the center, open chest up. Inhale. And exhale, let's take a rest in child's pose. This time you're gonna have your feet flexed. Push hips all the way back towards your heels. Keep your feet joined. Reaching forward to your hands, rest head down. Lift heels of your palms up, press down through your fingertips. And take a moment here as you are stretching out your feet and Achilles tendon, giving rest to the rest of your body. Releasing hands and elbows down. Rotate your wrists in both ways. Release hands down. Inhale. Exhale. Curve spine up and take a moment as you are seated on your heels. So your toes are tucked under. You draw navel in towards your back. Reaching up with your right hand. Hand goes behind you. Reaching down and up with your left hand. Hands are joined together. Yes, if this doesn't work for you, you can embrace elbows with opposite hands, or you can have palms in inverted prayer, pointing up towards the ceiling. We're gonna lift ourselves up by engaging our core muscles. Point toes away from you and sit down on your heels with your buttocks. So instead of arching your lower spine here, you lengthen it through the crown of your head. Gaze ahead. One elbow is directed down, the other up. You feel deep stretch in your upper body, in your arms. Inhale, exhale, release. Rotate your shoulders back and forward. Release down. We're gonna come up and tuck our toes under again. Of course, if it's not suitable for you, just keep your toes pointed. Draw navel in. You reach up with your left arm. Release hands back and reach down and up with your right hand. You bind your hands behind you. If this is not happening, you can also grab your top or have a strap or jumper so you can hold onto it. You can have your hands around your elbows, as well as you can have your palms in inverted prayer position. Let's lower toes down and sit down on our heels. Draw belly in, breathe in and out. Inhale, exhale, release arms down. Rotate shoulders back. And forward. So it's very uplifting practice today to give you more energy. Find the center. Now we are going to work a little bit more with our core, quads and glutes. Inhale, as you exhale, draw navel in towards your back. So it's a pelvic tilt. You lift your hips up. Lift arms up, inhale. Exhale, tilt your pelvis into lower hips down. Release hands down. So your stomach muscles are always working. And inhale, scoop your pelvis in, reach up. And exhale, reaching down. And again, inhale up. And exhale down. Now we're going to send hands behind us. Push hips up. Keep your knees down on the floor. Inhale, reach up with your hips. And exhale, lower hips down with control. Keep your stomach muscles engaged. So you draw navel in towards your back. Inhale, reach up. Keep looking ahead. And exhale down. Variations. As you push hips up, you lift one arm up to the ceiling. Lowering hands and hips down. And do the same on the other side. Inhale up. And exhale down. We're going to continue with variations here. You reach up with one arm. Go all the way around. Send hand behind you. Lower hips down. Take forward bend. Roll spine up. And you swap. The left arm goes around. All the way. Lower hand down. Hips down. And release upper body down. And repeat it. One more time on each side, please. Good. So the next one, we're just gonna stay in the position, pressing down with your hands, pushing hips up. Take few poses here with your hips to strengthen your glutes a little bit more. Push hips up, open chest up, look ahead or back if you don't have neck conditions. Feel a nice stretch in your hips flexors, in your quads, in your arms, in your chest. Inhale, exhale, lower hips down. And let's take a nice, well-deserved child's pose. Reach forward with your upper body, hands beside your body. You can send hands underneath your feet and relax head down. Take a moment here. Returning back to your normal breath. Release hands beside your body. Send hands forward. Look ahead. Press down through your forearms. Tuck toes under. Inhale. Exhale. Push hips up in dolphin position. Pressing down through your forearms and feet. Balance on your toes. Up and down. So you send weight onto your forearms. And back. Forearms. And back. As you send weight onto your forearms, hold the position and breathe. Then you lower heels down. We're gonna stretch our arms and take down dog. Take a nice down dog here of your choice with legs hip width distance, or you can have them together or spread them out, whatever feels good. Move your head, move your hips. Walk on the spot. Walk feet to the center. Relax, head down. You can embrace back of your legs with your hands and take deep forward bend. Release hands down, bend your knees. Go to crunch position. Palms in front of you, rock front and back. And we're going to take a seated pose. You can take a cross-leg position or any other variation. Reach forward through your hands, grab your seat bones to the ground. Round your seat bones. Inhale, exhale, curl spine up. Gonna take a moment in our seated position. You can rest hands on top of your thighs or knees. Take a deep breath in through your nostrils, out through your mouth. Close your eyes. Take a moment here, allowing the energy to settle. Just notice how you feel after the practice. Any particular sensations, heating, cooling, tingling. Placing hands in the heart center in the prayer position. Connecting with your heart, with the rhythm of your heartbeat. Connecting with your inner self, inner love. Being kind to yourself. Prizing yourself for being here and now. Doing this practice together. Strengthening the body and mind. Opening up to unknown and going over limits. Finding gratitude for being here and now being able to practice and spend some time together, even if it's a virtual experience, but it's also an experience being together, part of the collective experience of a community yoga practice. Being mindful of your body, being mindful of your breath, of who you are and where you are. Reaching up with your hands to the sky, opening eyes, inhale, and exhale, sending hands to your heart center. Thank you very much. Namaste.